All right, if you're a senior multi-cloud architect, you already know the challenge I'm talking about. You've got your Kubernetes clusters spread out everywhere, but how in the world do you get a single, coherent view of what's going on? Let's dive in.
So, you're running workloads on EKS, AKS, and GKE. You're basically a pro at this container orchestration thing. But what happens when something breaks? Are you stuck trying to stitch together a single story from three completely different sets of data? Yeah, that's the exact problem we're going to solve today.
This isn't just some small headache. It's what I like to call the multi-cloud maze. See, each Kubernetes platform, while they seem similar on the surface, really has its own unique way of doing things. And that creates a ton of complexity when you're just trying to get a unified view of your system's health.
And right at the heart of this maze, it's a language barrier. Seriously. Without a standard way to collect all your telemetry, the data from EKS, AKS, and GKE are all speaking different dialects. Your metrics, your logs, your traces, they're all stuck in their own little silos, making it nearly impossible to connect the dots across your entire infrastructure.
And just take a look at this. This slide lays out the chaos perfectly. In that first row, for metrics, you can see EKS defaults to Prometheus, which is great, it's a popular standard. But then AKS uses Azure Monitor, and GKE uses Stackdriver. And for tracing, you've got AWS X-Ray, Azure's App Insights, and Google's CloudTrace. I mean, they're all powerful on their own, but when you try to put them all together, it's just a messy, fragmented picture.
So how do we fix this? How do we get out of the maze? Well, what we need is a Rosetta Stone. A way to translate all of these different data languages into one common, understandable standard. And that, my friends, is exactly what an observability baseline is.
Put simply, an observability baseline is just a set of rules that you define. The whole goal is to enforce the collection of consistent data across every single one of your clusters. And the keywords there are standard rules and consistent data. It's all about bringing some serious order to all that chaos. Now, this baseline is really built on three core pillars. For metrics, it means every CPU measurement gets labeled the exact same way, whether it's coming from GKE or EKS. For logs, it means a warning level log has the same structure no matter where it came from. And for traces, it means you're using a single format like the open standard OpenTelemetry to follow a request as it hops between services, even across different clouds. Okay, so understanding the what is great, right? But the how is where this gets really powerful. The strategy to pull this off is actually beautifully simple, and it'll completely transform your whole approach to observability. It really just boils down to a three-step process. First, you collect all that raw, messy telemetry from all your clusters. Then, and this is the magic step right here, you apply your observability baseline to translate and normalize everything into your one standard format. And finally, you ingest all that clean, consistent data into a single unified backend. No more fragmented views. It's that straightforward.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? The whole point is not just to collect data, but to funnel standardized, coherent information into one place where you can finally analyze it as a whole.
Okay, this all sounds awesome from a technical perspective, but why does it really matter? What's the actual payoff? Well, this is where the strategy goes from being a cool idea to a massive operational advantage.
It all comes down to this number, 1. You get to create one single source of truth. Just imagine, there's an issue that spans across two different cloud providers. Instead of your team juggling two different dashboards, trying to match timestamps, you have one consolidated view to see the entire event unfold in real time. This is an absolute game changer for your team's efficiency. And the benefits are just huge. Incident response becomes exponentially faster because you're not wasting precious time hunting for data. You can finally build unified dashboards and set up alerts that give you a clear, actionable picture of your system's health. You'll get true cross-cloud performance insights, which means you can make way smarter architectural decisions. And on top of all that, you'll simplify your toolchain, you'll reduce your team's training burden, and you'll lay a rock-solid foundation for a mature platform engineering practice. So at the end of the day, you're elevating your whole practice. You're moving way beyond just collecting data, and you're achieving a deep, system-wide understanding of your entire multi-cloud world. This is really what the future of observability looks like.
So I'll just leave you with this thought. Once all your telemetry is speaking the same language and you can finally see the complete picture in one place,
What's the first really tough cross-cloud question you're finally going to be able to ask? The possibilities are pretty much endless.